Hi friends, this is NMK Vijay and welcome to my YouTube channel Forex Offers for analyzing the major currency pairs as well as miners US30, copper, gold, silver, crude, US30, Bitcoin. So before we get into this analysis using Elliott wave theory, this is my disclaimer. Read carefully each and every line what I had written, and I am not responsible for any losses if you took the trade according to my trade plans explaining here. So let's move on to DXY first, and this is our watch list. Regularly what we are doing starts from DXY and end with gold. So now, as I expected, what we discussed in the last week analysis, this could be that triangle what I'm expecting, because it didn't break the previous high and low and it is in the consolidation zone. And as last week I expected this one to formation of the E wave, so it didn't came downside, and again it is consolidating here itself without breaking this high and this low, this anchor. So whether this is a B, C, D, E means we need one more way to the downside, but it is not yet. But in that case, if you look in that 1 hour 15 minutes, if we took this as a three-way structure, so there is a possibility for that internal E wave could be a triangle also. Once again, I will make it this as a red color. So that means A, B, C, D and A, B, C, D, E. After this wave, it can shoot from here also, and expecting via this zone, it won't happen also. So internal this E wave could be a triangle. So it happened a lot of times, and that is also valid. And the last E wave can be a triangle also. So this is a one possibility. So what is another possibility means? From here it can do one more low. 1 second, I will delete this. If it is not a triangle, it can do a regular flat. So that means this could be the E wave, and one more high is also possible. For that is the WX and one more ABC as per our previous plan here. So W, so X, A is got completed. We are on the B wave, and C wave 201 to 102 is my target for this zone. 101 we can make it that as a for that Y way to complete. That means it's a 1, 2, 3 way, third wave is going to complete in that diagonal triangle kind of pattern. Each and every way got a 3 way structure inside here. So that is my target for this, and is a two possibility what I have explained. So another possibility is same as I expected, whether the internal wave, once again here you need to understand, if this internal wave is a triangle and what we thought is a B, C, D, E, and we are expecting this, what it will do here, it can reach up to this zone and later onwards one more downside. So then this will become the bigger triangle also. So then A, B, C, D and one more E wave, and then from here it can shoot. So it can be anything, but what we have to do is only if it breaks above this high, make it this as a stop loss and looking for the target of 101. That is the one possibility. So see, if I can explain lot of possibilities, you can't trade. So what we have to do, we have to wait to break this high. Then only we can. Otherwise, in that intermediate, if it did like this, what we discussed previous, if it did like, you can enter here also, making this as a stop loss. So finally, my bias is only to the upside to break the 103. Later onwards, 103.82. That is my bias. But it will took more time. And I already show in that in this zone, right? So here it is reaching this zone. So it can be like this. In the previous, it did like this. So same, it can happen here also. You can expect like that. So let's move on to Euro USD. So in DXY, it didn't break the high, but here it already broken the high. So that means this could be the A, and I'm expecting this from here. It can go upside also. That is my target here for the Euro USD. But in that case, what I expected, right, this could be either 1, 2, 3 also. From here it can come to the downside also, it can be anything. But where we are, you have to look for that. We are in that correction part. It can do whatever we didn't expect that it can do. Market will do like that. But if it is reaches this zone, that is a fine space or fine zone to short this pair, making this as a stop loss for the target of 1.06 to break. That is my target. But in between that, it can do what it did here. How long it did? Nearly from here for the December, yeah, from the December to January, nearly 1 month, right? So it can take the same time here also, because we are in the correction part. It can do lot of patterns here. I can't explain all the patterns how I explain the DXY. So next is GBP USD. So here that same pattern remains what we discussed in the last week. This is the one impulsive wave. Either this could be the X wave, means I need a 5-way structure, but it is not, so far it is not broken this wave 1 and it is not overlapping that. So it can be a 4th wave and one more low is also possible, or it can do like one more 3-way structures. So then this could be the X, and later onwards we can expect to the downside like Euro USD WX and ABC to the downside. But if it is not breaking the another low like gold, it did the triple bottom in the 1670 zone, like that again it will do the 3-way structure. So then this will could be a triangle. So then A, B, C, D, E, and later onwards X will convert it to here as a triangle pattern, and one more A, B, C to the downside is possible to break 1.14. That is my target here. But here we are in the consolidation zone. So W, X can be a irregular flat or it could be a triangle. We have to wait and watch. But only if it breaks this low, then it will go to the downside. Nearly 1.21 is my target for the next target. Otherwise, it can be, if it is WX, A can hanging like 1.26 like that. And again, it could be a B and one more C to that 1.20 also. So anyway, I'm looking for WXY to reach this 1.2080 or 1.2100 is my target for the Y wave. Later onwards again for the X wave and again the connecting wave like this, and later onwards ABC to break this one, and that is the end of that completion in that 5th wave as a target. In my positional target to break this 1.14 is my target. And if it is, see, this has to break, because this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, that is my target. GBP USD and positional view I already uploaded in my YouTube channel. You just go through that. You can find that positional targets for that 2022 what the trade setup what I shared. So this is my view for the positional. I have explained, you just go through that why I am expecting to break 1.14 and then to break maybe 1.0545 like this break. It may break this also to complete W, X, Y or A, B and C. If it is a C wave to break this one, otherwise it could be a little bit complex correction. So that safer is, once if it breaks this 1.14, we need to exit our positions to book the profit and we need to exit. That is my target. So before that, it can be a triangle also again. So this is the A, B, C, D and E, later onwards to the breaking to the downside also. So the 4th wave can be a triangle here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 to break that 1.14. So let's move on to, I think, Australian dollar, right? And New Zealand dollar, then you can UHF, UJ like that. So here, as I expected and what we discussed, exactly doing that same thing. So this is the connecting wave, and I expected from here, this is the A, this is the B and C, and it is now in the doji formation in the daily, and it the 4 hour also, it is looking like the wedge pattern here. So once the wedge broken, when the wedge is broken, you can enter for the shorter, for that short side. So then this is the A, B and C. If you enter, we have to watch for that wave formation, whether it is be a making the 5-way structure, or again if it is a 3-way structure. If it did the 3-way structure, there is a lot of chance again to make the high of one, again the 7576 also, if it is a connecting wave still ahead for this downtrend. So we are in the bigger correction. It can be changed and it can converted in any formation in the Elliott wave pattern as a triangle or a regular connecting wave, or it could be a irregular flat. It can be any formation, but we have to do at the exact time we need to enter, and I already entered in the short position. According to this, I already entered at 7.490. I already entered here, making this 1 2 3 4 5. I already entered here. Still, I'm holding that position also, and the previous also. So I'm looking for the shorter term target. Let's wait for this pattern to complete here. We don't know either anything, it can happen, right? So if it is a, so B can be a triangle. So A, B, C, D, E. So we have to wait for this pattern to complete. But one 3-way structure is got completed here. One 3-way structure. It could be a simple 3-way structure, but the complex correction is taken place in that here in this in this zone. So one correction is got completed. Whether we don't know whether it is going to be a complex correction or it is going to be a downside, we don't know anything. But we have to be alert in the sell side. That is the only thing. And the positional target, I have explained that it has to break the 0.54, sorry 55, and the stop loss is still, I'm using this at 8006. If you make this as a stop loss, means again it may hit your stop loss going to reach this zone, and again it can come to the downside also, because if it is again the bigger correction part from here later onwards, this zone, right, this zone, if it reached, and again it can be a bigger correction completed, and the one more impulsive like this can happen to the downside also. So let's move on to New Zealand. The same pattern. From here I expected, and then it has to go to the upper side, but before that it did already that simple correction, it is got completed, and again one more high is already did. So whether this is the one A, B, C as a W, this is the X, though this is the A, and one more B and one more C is also possible. So then this could be a W, X, Y, X, Z. So we have to wait for this to reach 7040, but I already entered in the short at 690 here, 6950 entered here. Once it broken, right, I entered here, and yeah, 0.6950 I entered. So I'm waiting for whether it is going to be like 3-way structure, and this is the WX, here is a Y, and it could be X, A, B, C, or it could be a Y and it could be a X and A, B, C, Z is also possible for the 7050 level also. Otherwise it could be that downside also. This will become the connecting wave, simple connecting wave. But let's wait for this, whether it is going to be a simple correction and this is a connecting wave and we are in that downside, or it is going to be a very bigger, that we don't know anything, because I'm a positional trader and the swing trader. My positional target is to reach to 5-4 to break. This is the one I'm having. There is no idea in this about that. These are all shorter term targets we can use, right? So whether this is a A, B, C is a W, X, A, one more B and C also possible, or anything else. If this is the connecting wave, W, X, Y, A, B, C, it is also the end of the connecting wave. See, once the market it's did from like here to the downside, we can label it as anything. but before that we can expect one more high also. That is my view. It can be anything, but what we have to do, we have to be in sell side. In my, as per my view, I'm not forcing you to be in sell side, because see, once that three-way structure is got completed, we need only that bullish, and again it did the three-way structure, again it did the three-way structure. The three-way structure everywhere, it is in the three-way structure, right? So later onwards, what I explained, right, this could be that which formation, like 1 2 3, or WXY is already completed, and beyond the bigger X, it could be like that. It could be a WXY formation for the bigger. So it could be a connecting wave, it could be a little bit more complicated what we expected, then it can be a very complicated also. We are expecting simple, it can do complication, and if you are expecting the complex question, it will do simple, and if from here also it can come to the downside. So let's move on to USD CAD. Look at this. There is a chances, I have explained, right? Chances. Otherwise, if it breaks this one, there is a chances for the wave second also, if it is a wave one. That is why what we have to do is we need to enter only if it breaks the high. Until if it breaks the high, there is a lot of chances to break this or either this also. I have told several times. We don't know whether this is a 5-way structure or 3-way structure. We don't know anything. It could be W, X, Y, X, Z also. Later onwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. We can calculate in any formation also. That is the way the wave is forming here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either this is the wave 1. So this could be the wave 2 also. But if we need a wave 2, this is the wave 2 means we need a 5-way structure, but it is failed to make the 5-way structures, and it is a 1 A, B, C. So then what we have to do, if it breaks this, we need to enter. But what I did here is I already entered my partial here in the buy side, and here also I sold. Sorry, I said here whether this could be that 1 second, the last week, yeah, from here, whether this could, because it's already broken this low, so whether from here also it can bounce. Chances, I entered here also partial, and I entered again the partial here. So I'm waiting to break. Next partial will be added in the buy side if it breaks only this one. Making this as a stop loss means, again what it will do, market, it will clearly hit your stop loss, and then again it will bounce. So then we have to convert everything to be a W, X, A, B, and C. Simple. Only after making this one, but before that we have to predict what are the possibilities, whether it can break this and it can break this, hit all the stop losses, converted into the sell section, sell zone. Everybody, all retailers will be that sell side, and later onwards market will shoot from here. Always look to your view as a contrarian. That's the thing you have to do. Let's move on to USD JPY. What's that? I exited all my position set at 118. Once I got a little bit doubt from here, I am expecting this one, and what it did from here also I expected, but expecting this, I'm not in sell side. You have to mind this. I booked the profit what I did at 103.4. what I did, I exited all my position at 118, right? I said that's it, my trade is got completed, because my target is to break this 118.66, but 108, it's almost achieved 90% of my target, only 60 pips. But before that it has a chances for making like this also from here, because 1 2 3 4 5, after this could be the 1, this could be the 2, this could be the 3 here, what I have expecting here, and 4, and one more high to break that 118.66 to 122 also, right? See, it's already reached my target, but no worries on that. While I'm not going to place, and I don't know how to place the trailing stop loss here, because it's a very narrow, it's a parabolic move here. So no worries about that. If I'm losing the 300 pips target also, no worries, because I already booked the 1500 pips. What else you need? That is what I'm expecting, and I'm what is our target is fixed 118.66 to break. It's already did. So here, from here, what our view, and if you correlate to all that JPY pairs, and if you correlate to the gold, see, my target is correlating to this USD JPY gold. If it is reached the 1400, I'm expecting, and gold, the UJ will reach this zone. But before that itself, USD JPY reached the target, but gold is not yet reached my target. So that means still we having a bullish movement here. So then what it could be? My positional target, what I did is, this is the W, so this is the short intermediate W, and I'm expecting for the X way, double bracket X. Here I'm expecting after this 1 2 3 4 5 way structures is completed for the, whether this is the W X A B C, as a Y wave is completed here as a double bracketed Y, and I'm expecting for the double bracketed X as a blue color. Here, from here I'm expecting to the downside to break this low. But what it is doing here, and it is a very parabolic move here. So that is a full, it's like this, right? Nearly how many pips? It's 700 pips, right? So what else it can be? If you look into this, so whether this is a W, so A, B, C, D, E. So that means this, if it is a triangle, then this is a WX. A is already completed, means B, and we are on that C wave. So whether it could be a target is nearly 140 here, 134 to 140. Let's wait. We have to wait and watch. So the bigger positional view of my target for the intermediate wave in that weekly and monthly chart is already reached. But that if we look into that 4-hour and daily, it seems there is not, the count is not yet completed here. So that means whether that one 5-way structure is got completed here, 1 2 3 4 and 5 means it could be like that, right? So then later on this could be the one also, 2. So 1 2 3 4 5. So this could be 1 2 3 is still in the bigger picture also. So from here I'm not going to trade this UJ. Once the target is got hit, and again you are looking to enter in this for the target of nearly 134 until the clear picture, the wave count. See, if it is a 1 2 3 4 5 means it has to decline within this zone 119 at least after the target is got reached. But it is still doing, again, it's a very parabolic move. So this kind of movement, it's here, the same kind of movement. So that means whether this is the 1, this is the 2, so 3 4 and 5, we can calculate in any kind of formation of the labeling, that we can count it. See, we can force it here also. That means whether this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, right? This is the wave 3, this is the wave 4 and wave 5. The 1 and 5 are same. So this is the third wave. Fourth wave is a triangle. And fifth wave, 1 and fifth wave is already same pattern here. The same target. If you kept in the fourth wave as a triangle, look at this. The beauty of the Elliott wave. So our internal wave count is wrong, may be wrong. That means 1 2 3 4 5. So this is the 1, this is the 2 3, and 4 is the, here is a ended, fifth is already got here. So that means this is a 1, this is a 2 3 4 and 5. We can calculate and we can label it anything. Don't, that is why I'm keep on informing you, the count is not that much important, the structure is important. How I found this could be the wave 5, the wave 1 equals to the wave 5. And if you kept like that also is a one thing here. If that same wave means, look at this, it is, one second, I will delete this, one of the Fibonacci retracement. Yeah, wave 1, right? This is a wave 2. So 3 is very, very little. That is also the question mark here. But I thought like this. Later onwards, I found wave 1 length. If this is the irregular flat formation, the wave 2. If you kept this is the end of the third, right? It is it's very small than the wave 1. That means the fifth wave is also need to be smaller than this third wave. So if we measure this third wave, fourth wave here, it is above the wave 1. This third wavelength is above that. Then this is an invalid now. So that means is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 is not here. It is something else. I'm not getting that. So if I get a clear picture for the UJ, and I will share my view. So till you have to wait for this. So this is my detailed in UJ. Let's move on to USD CHF. What it did here. If it is a triangle, we need to make it this as a stop loss. Wait for this. Until that, if it breaks only this high, we need to enter. It is not yet broken the high. Exactly, it is again getting rejected in this. It looks like a double top now in the daily picture. Or if you look into the weekly picture also, it is a double top. So whether this could be the correction part, one more low to break this, it's possible. Otherwise, it can break above this high and one more low for this kind of impulsive way to the downside is also possible. And after that only it can reach up to the 1 for my target. But if it is not yet broken, from here also what I said, this it could be a triangle AB. So this is the C, means this could be the wave 1, wave 2, and then wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and it can reach to the 1 also. So let's move on to next is all cross currencies. So where we have to do is Euro New Zealand on AJCJ we need to do. Before that, look at this. From here, the one three-way structure is got completed. And what I expected in the previous week, from here it looks like a three-way structure, and if after the five-way structure it can be shoot like this, and it is not yet broken this low. So that means there is a still chances to reach this kind of wave. So that means this could be again same pattern only. It could be a irregular flat formation, or if this is the end of the trend in the three-way structure, it's a very, very simple. We can expect to the downside only. But let's wait for this to break. But what is my target? That you know very well, 1.52 is my target. Before that, what I said, from here also it can break high and one more low and one more like this also it can do, like what that here the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar it's doing. Like that it can do. But before that, my positional target is 1.52. But if it is doing from here itself to the reach that, but it won't do like that. The impulsive wave nearly, so 1.73 to 1.56, near 1700 pips within a how many days? 4th February to the 7th March, it's nearly 1 month. It reached 1600. But for the same target we reached in the UJ for the 1 year. That is the magic of the cross currencies. Major won't move like this, only the cross currency pairs. You can lose more uh, profit, or you can lose your money in this cross currencies very fast also, and you can make the money very fast in the cross currencies. The same target 1 month, I am waiting for the UJ to book the profit of 1500 pips for 1 year. But here it's only 1 month. So we need a clear pattern. If you understand, you can do. If you are not understand, don't do in the cross currencies. I explained right here. The same you have to follow. Even though it can break the high also, we need the good close in the weekly and monthly, what it did, it came down beautifully, and it's already here. All the retailers went long after this breaking of this high. What happened here? Everybody got trapped by the big institutions. So this is the one, A, B and C. So now what I'm expecting, again there is a little bit consolidation can do. Lot of consolidation I am expecting. So if this is the A, we are on the B wave. So what are the B wave structures? Corrections, regular, irregular, triangle. That's it, simple. But what kind of correction and where the correction is going to end, that you have to watch in the smaller time frame, like this. See, I don't know whether this is the impulsive, but here it looks like the correction. So whether it's a 1 2 3 4 5, that it could be. So this could be that zigzag A, B, 1 2 3 4 5. It can be anything, because here it's a 1 2 3, but the target, it's a little bit variation here. 1.618, what we expecting is 786. So either this could be that correction is got completed and I am expecting here and it failed. So there is a little bit chances from here also. It after this correction it can go above the high also. So let's wait for this. And we AUD JPY, what I informed that last week, only if it breaks this high. How many pips? 86 to 91, 500 pips. And the same pattern in CJ. Look at this, A, B, C, D, E. After this, if it breaks the high 93 and it is a 97, 98 almost, 500 pips. If you entered blindly, making this as a stop loss, that's it, simple. But the target is here. Nearly is a 1:1 or 1:1.5. That's it. So what is my view here? No trade in JPY pairs until it clears that. Everything it is in the parabolic move. Target is got achieved, just we have to book the profit and we have to look for other pairs. Otherwise, until if it clears this any pattern, if you found, then only you have to trade. So this is a W, this is a X and Y. So if here what we expected is the ABC is a 1, ABC is a 2, ABC is a 3, right? Now we can calculate this as a W because the third wave can be extended and this is the X wave in a irregular flat formation. Then this is could be that ABC. So this could be the end of this third wave later onwards. We can convert it into third wave. So if you measure this wave 1, rejection wave 2, exactly it is above that 1618. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, 1618 here. That is why we consider this as a 3. Now it is almost here is a 2618. So we have to wait for this rejection like this, and then the third wave can be here later onwards, fourth and fifth. So if it is still doing in this pattern within this channel, 1 second, within this channel, we can convert it into 1 2, so 3 4 and 5. That's it, simple. In UJ also I'm looking the same thing, AJ also looking the same thing, in CJ also looking the same thing. So later onwards this will become the X wave. So W, X, Y, right? X could be a triangle, A, B and C. Again it can continue, right? That's it. So next is what? 1 second, we look for this. Yeah, AJ, CJ, yeah, New Zealand CAD. That is also I'm in the trade in the New Zealand CAD. So where I'm expecting this, I already placed the stop loss here, right? And I have explained that in the last week, making this as a stop loss. That's it. And again I entered here in this zone. What it did, it's doing the same thing what I am expecting, right? Whether, 1 second, I will just clear this. So for me, 1 second please. Yeah. 1 second, be patience. Yeah, so for me it looks like 1 2 3 4 and 5. So now A, B and C, making this as a stop loss. What else you need? I already booked the profit here, right? And again what I did, I entered here. Again one more shot, what I booked the profit. So now the same quantity positions I'm having. Now I'm looking for this. So what is in the bigger picture? This could be the A and this could be the B. And we are on the C wave. C wave means it has to break that 8015. Simple. But whether the B is got completed, no idea. If this is a A, this is the B, C, D, E, and it could be a triangle, and again one more low 2 is possible. But why I make this as a stop loss? You know very well. If it is breaks this high, there is a lot of chances again it will go one more high. After this, one more low is also possible. That is why I have placed the stop loss. If the stop loss it's a valid one, it is not yet broken, means I will book lot of pips. So whether we don't know whether this is the B wave ended or B is still ahead in the formation of that triangle here. If it is ended here, 1 second, I will delete this also. If it is not this valid, so the B is already got completed here. So this could be that irregular flat formation. 1 second, yeah, 1 second, I will delete this also. The same wavelength here happened here. Yes, perfectly right. At one wavelength, same wavelength. So whether this is the blue is the one, it's a connecting wave is got completed here. It's a ABC. So I'm expecting the C wave. C wave is need to break this, and what is our target? Need to break this low. So there is a still chances for making this as a 5-way structure, or else what it can do, it can do in the 3-way structure, and again the 3-way structure, and again to the downside. So that means this is the A, B, C, D, E. Later onwards, this could be the triangle B and C way to the break this low. Anyway, I'm looking to break the 8015 is my target. But I place this as a stop loss. But later onwards, if it hit this also, this is my stop loss. If it won't do, but it can do also in the irregular flat formation. But let's wait for this. If it breaks, if it hit my stop loss, I already booked the profit here, so it will be again break even trade. But I'm not going to worry about this. I need to look for another trade too. If it entered here, I will sorry, if it reached here, I will again enter in the trade for in sell side only. But before that, not blindly enter. It has to form some little bit correction part and one more impulsive wave. Later onwards only I will enter in the trade. So while I make this as a stop loss, just wait for this. 8810 or 8815 is my, yeah, 8810 is my stop loss. So let's move on to next is what? US30. Here it is. So whether this is the 1/4 wave, but I'm not still looking for the 4th wave. It could be again bigger correction also, what I explained, the bigger 4th, right? So wait for this. And here also, see, if keep on I'm saying every time it's wait for this and looking for the pattern, means you have to find the pattern, not me, because here it's looking like 1 2 3, and here it's a 1 2 3. So again this could be the 1 3 5, or it could be that again one more ABC. So this could be the 1 2. So again 3 4 and 5. It can be anything, and later on it's bigger corrections, and again one more high. This is the thing I am expecting. One thing. Second possibility, I have explained that. What is this? This is the A, this is the B, this is the C or W, X, Y. One more impulsive to break this low. possible to reach the 3-1. So this is my view. It will take more time. If it is a connecting wave, again it can reach up to 3350. Here the maximum, is the major resistance, major support zone, major support zone, and again I'm looking for that one more three-way structure. Or else if it is a very aggressive to the downside and it can reach the 3-1, the major support zone, or 3060, and again I'm looking only for that bullish scenario. No change in this. So let's move on to Bitcoin. It's a very interesting one. I already entered in the Bitcoin at 595 here, and I have already explained in one more forum also, and I shared my view in one of my WhatsApp, my friends WhatsApp group. So here what I'm expecting, whether if it is a triangle, can be shooted any time, bearish or bullish, but what we have to do is we need to do. So expecting this is a right. I'm looking for the target nearly here 4053500. The 40500 is my target, 40,500. That is my target. If what is my stop loss, exactly here I placed. That's it, simple. I have entered at the 44,595. I have entered yesterday. So now my view is going to either it has to hit that stop loss, or it can be reach my target up to here only. I'm not looking for this one. It could be, but after this it has to break this low. But I'm not going to enter here after the break, because lot of times it will hit your stop loss, and it will it will hit your sell limit, and then it will bounce here also, or it will bounce here also. It can be anything. So that is why placing this as a stop loss. Let's wait for the target of 40,500. So either if it is a bullish, it can be A, B, C, D, E, and this is the A, this is the B, and C. I'm looking for the target here. Measurement for this A wave, B wave, C wave, or this could be a W, this could be the X, A, B, C, and it could be a bigger than this also. So anyway, so if this is that bearish, and it can reach up to this zone also. So in that is also a different pattern, because I have already explained that this could be the W, X, Y, X, A, B, C, Z. Whether it is going to break this low, or it going to break this low. But my trade is safe with a good risk reward. Just I will exit it here. I will exit here. So this is a beautiful trade what I did on yesterday, and here also. Here the confuse starts. This part is the little bit confusion for me. So whether we can make it is a 3, and this is the impulsive wave, right? So if this is the ABC, and this is the C wave, if it is not hit this, it will reach definitely to break this low. But if it is a triangle, that is why I'm going to exit here, 40,500. E wave may be a little bit 50% also for this wavelength. And then later on, this is not could be a 5-way structure impulsive. This could be again 3-way structure we have to consider. So A, B, C, D, and E. After that, one more impulsive, which is a 52,000 also. So the pattern has to invalidate my view. Either it has to hit my stop loss, and later onwards, if it reach the target, fine. That's it. The pattern has to complete. What is the safest trade? This is the one safest trade for me. This is why. This is how I have to. I am picking this trade in the good risk reward with the stop loss. Sometimes I won't place the stop loss also, because that pattern will be a differ. So what is next? US30 Bitcoin is completed. Next for the commodity, we can finish the copper, because a lot of times I'm missing this copper. So here there is no, we need a more conclusion. Copper will be, if it is getting into that correction part, it will be very we need very good patience also for this. Everything is in moving the key three-way structure. So either it is already got completed or still one more low, as I said informed. So you just go through the previous week, the same analysis, there is no change here. So need to avoid this. To trading the copper is in this zone is not looking good, and this is not the bearish trend also so far, because the fifth wave won't be this much simple, but sometime it may be. So I'm not so convinced here to come to the conclusion, but only I'm looking for this one more low is also possible to break 4.47. Later on also we have to watch for this, because Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar I'm looking for to break the commodity currency, to break the previous low, means copper can be a bearish trend. So before that we need to find a good pattern to short, but let's wait for that. Let's wait, and it's doing it's recording. It's almost 46 minutes. So let's complete copper. Yeah, we can move for that US oil. Here it's the same conclusion. It's not it. There is no conclusion here. It can be anything, right? As I said, whether it is the wave 1, 2, 3, and we are in the fourth wave. After this, I'm looking for that fifth wave, or this is the end of the trend I have already explained here. One second. Uh, 1 second. I'm having a call. 1 second. Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, so now whether this is the A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is already completed here. We can, I have already explained this. We can make it as any count. Or this is a 1, 2, 3, and we are on the fourth wave, and the fifth wave can break above the previous high also. So 135 maybe. And in Saudi Arabia and Jeddah, some explosive on yesterday. So I don't know how it will react. So, and I already explained that no trade in crude. So wait for this. No need to trade crude. So let's move on to silver and finally gold. Here in the bigger picture, yes. 1 second. Yeah, this is my bigger picture, right? So A, I'm waiting for the B wave. So whether this is the A, this is the B, or it could be a A, B, C, D, E, anything triangle here, or one more low is also possible, and one more high. This will become the connecting wave. So there is no clear picture in silver also. If this is the A, this is the B, so C, it may be come to the downside also. Or if it is an, and again this is a three-way structure, this is one impulsive, this is the correction, one impulsive, and this is the impulsive bigger picture, and this is the correction, and this is the one more impulsive. This is also possible. So next is gold, and hit my stop loss. Once again, where it hit, I already entered my sell here at 19.33. I entered, making this as a stop loss. That's it, simple. 33, $8 stop loss. For what is the target of 1860? Because I don't know whether this is the fourth wave still ahead, or it is already got completed here as I explained. So this is the A, and this could be the B wave, and later onwards, once the market dead like this, and what we will think, it's very simple to label. So A, B, and C. So we miss this and beautiful trade like that. We can think, but what we did. So where we have to enter, where we have to find a good trade setup, we need to enter, making this as a small stop loss, right? $8 only stop loss, and looking for the target of nearly $70 is my profit if it reached like this. If this could be the fourth wave in the triangle, or it could be the A or B is a could be a triangle. So C wave will be more. So that is what I have entered, but making this as a stop loss got hit, no worries in this. So now what I am looking here. So I come to the conclusion this is one impulsive way to the downside is already completed. Now I am looking for the correction. So in that correction, it looks like one correction is got completed. Now I am looking for the connecting wave. So whether we are looking for the connecting wave, and if you took this as a making this as a stop loss, looking for the target like this, what it will do here, it can break this and it will hit your stop loss, and again it will bounce. So then this could be the A, this could be the B, this could be the C, and one more way to the downside, or else this could be the A, B, C, D, and this could be the E wave. No need to break this high, no need to break this low, and from here it is a B is a triangle here, and C wave to the downside. So I'm expecting more correction here. Without that correction, if it is going to the downside also possible, or it can do, and it will took all the stop loss in that 1890 or 1880, and again it can bounce here in the zone of 1876. Again it can bounce for the irregular flat, or it's a running triangle, and again one more downside. So my target in that positional, you know very well, my target is 1300 to 1400 is my target. So before that I need a correction part here. So how long it will take, I will show you the example here, the time frames. From here 2075, and it nearly, right, $200 exactly. Here 2070, it's almost, right, almost $180. But how long it took here? Nearly from 12th August, and where it cleared that path, 21st August. So nearly 40 days. So it will took here also same pattern, may or may not. It could be a triangle or it could be a irregular flat. So if it reach to this zone 2020, 2010, if it reach, there is a good opportunity to making this as a stop loss for the target, nearly to break this 1680. Otherwise, if you need to make it this as a target, means if you took that 2010, if it reached here, making this as a stop loss, at least book some around 1880 here, 1860 here, looking for that nearly $100. You just go for the book, and again partially you can book. Again if it bounced, again you can where you book the profit, again the same quantity you can again you can sell for the three-way structure once the correction is got completed. So one simple correction is got completed, and again this is the end of the correction here, or it will do again connecting wave and one more three-way structures to the high, or five-way structure. So if it is reached this 1980 to 2010, it's a good opportunity to sell there, and it will took nearly 15 to 20 days I'm expecting. After that I'm expecting for the target of 1780, or this could be the target of 1880. Next is 1780, and final one is to break the 1680. So this is my detailed analysis in gold. So hope you enjoyed my analysis, weekly analysis. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for sharing, and everybody have a good weekend as well as month end, the next month, sorry, next week. So have a lovely weekend to everybody. Bye, see you next week the same time.